Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here and for braving the cold and the traffic on this beautiful Washington, D.C. day. On behalf of the entire American University community, I want to warmly welcome you all to the Dr. Khata at American University, during the Venerable of the Dhamma Chaitya, who so honors here today as final destination on day 108 of their 2,300-mile journey that began back to March. I'm Morgan Redmond, the Associate Director of the Spiritual Life Center at American University, and I'm deeply honored to be part of bringing a walk of peace to our campus community. I hope that our time today together will inspire each of us to reflect on the peace, unity, compassion, and shared purpose that is both grounded in and transcends all faith, background, and belief. I love how our own Spiritual Life Center puts these values into words. 1. Every being has a measurable worth. 2. Our hearts flourish in community. And 3. Everyone impacts. It is my hope that whether you're here with us on campus, watching on our live stream, standing on the roadside, or simply following this inspiring story, you will take their embodied message to heart and know that you too can walk for peace and unity in both big and small ways. You must take the first step. You are not alone. There are more walking beside you than you realize. It is now my pleasure to introduce the 16th President of American University, Jonathan Alter. President Alter is an experienced and visionary higher education leader who previously served as the president of James Madison University in Virginia. He is known nationally as a leader in civic engagement, civic education, and civil discourse, and is a scholar and speaker on higher education policy and law. Please join me in welcoming President John Alter.
Good morning, everyone. And thank you, Morgan, for that introduction. Thank you to Reverend Gary Kimball and the Taste Spiritual Life Center team. We are so pleased to work with you on this very important event today. And I also want to extend greetings to president and former board members who are here. Bishop Easterling is here, Victoria Parker, Jenny Ennis, faculty member, and Sylvia Burwell, my predecessor, and her family are here this morning as well. Great to have you here. I hope I didn't miss anyone. It's a privilege to welcome all of you here for this moment of unity and peace. And very special thanks to the venerable monks of the Dhamma for including a visit to American University on a 2,300-mile pilgrimage. That's a lot of steps. We are honored to be part of a journey that's brought so many people together and inspired moments of healing, compassion, and unity. At a time when I think we can all agree we need much more of all of these things. And a very special thank you to Aloka the Peace Dog. Yeah. Aloka, who was living as a stray before he joined the first pilgrimage across India 2 years ago, and then came here to the U.S. to continue to spread his message of peace. And he's recovering nicely. We're very glad to see that. Advocating for peace. Advocating for peace is a proud tradition here at American University. Many of you know that our School of International Service was founded in 1957 to answer President Eisenhower's call to prepare students of international affairs to wage peace. In 1963, President John F. Kennedy delivered his famous peace speech just behind us on Reed's Field. In the speech, he defied conventional wisdom by reframing the idea that diplomacy, engaging across borders and cultures through our common humanity, was a strength rather than a weakness. President Kennedy introduced the idea of security through cooperation, which empowered the nations of the world to pursue safety, not merely by building arms and stockpiling weapons, but by jointly managing shared dangers. And he reminded us that true, long-lasting peace is not achieved until it is shared by all. What kind of peace do we seek? He asked. I am talking about genuine peace, the kind of peace that makes life on earth worth living, the kind that enables men and nations to grow and to hope and to build a better life for their children. Not merely peace for Americans, but peace for all men and women. Not merely peace in our time, but peace for all time. This is the peace we seek. Peace for all people and for all time. Thank you all for being here today and for bringing the walk for peace to American University. May your walk for peace continue to bring healing and hope to our nation and our world. In my own faith tradition, we share a simple but deeply meaningful greeting. Peace be with you. And the response is also simple but profound, and also with you. So may peace be with all of you, with all of us, today and going forward. And it is now my honor to turn it over to AU's University Chaplain, Reverend Eric Julian, who leads our K Spiritual Life Center. Thank you, President Alvin. Welcome to everyone gathered here and online this morning. Welcome to the volunteers of the Dhammachaitya Walk for Peace, the Maryland Buddhist Khata, and other venerable texts. We greet you with peace, happiness, and unity. I'm so happy to meet you this morning. For the same generous welcome that you have shown to thousands on your long journey, the same generous welcome shown by dozens of United Methodist churches and other houses of faith who open their doors to you along the way. The same generous welcome that led United Methodist leaders to American University to join with people of the local Catholic, Jewish, and Episcopalian communities to open the K Spiritual Life Center, the first interfaith center in higher education in America in 1965. Today, 60 years later, over 2 dozen belief communities call KSLC home, from the atheist to Zoroastrian. It continues to provide a place to cherish all humanity, to connect our hearts and community, and to discover a sense of purpose and service to the world. And now we extend our generous welcome to you. I greet you this morning in a spirit of happiness. As the University Chaplain, Reverend Bruce Pointer, first extended to Bonte Venerable when he arrived at American University in 1972. The happiness felt by students, hundreds of students, as Bonte G served as the Buddhist chaplain while completing his bachelor's, master's, and doctorate of philosophy here at American University. He used that education well and went on to write the seminal book, Mindfulness in Plain English. We extend our blessing and prayers to him at his home in West Virginia. And we celebrate our happiness for you being here. I greet you with a sense of unity across faiths and beliefs. That sense of unity that former chaplain that former chaplains Joe Eldridge and Brenda Brian Osprey, who joins us today, as they felt, as they work with Bonte G student, Bonte Deformanton, who has served at American University since 1989. He continues to lead meditation every day in our chapel to this day. Bonte Deformanton is a blessing to our campus and a nationally recognized leader, having received a Lifetime Achievement Award for President Joe Biden in 2022. We celebrate this unity. Venerable Bontes, as your long walk concludes, we know that your life journey to spread peace, unity, happiness, and healing will continue. You are always welcome at American University and the PK Spiritual Life Center. Although next time you can fly, I'm going to take your temperature. So, please enjoy this one on every step of this journey and in your journey to come. It is now my pleasure to welcome Bhante Purasan to share a few words in English. Namo Buddhaya. Welcome you all, and especially Bhante Panya and this made a big change for especially the United States of America, pushing many states and take a great determination to move into the peace for the national capital city Washington DC. We welcome Bhante and the rest of the is uh, disciples together came over here. That's wonderful and more peaceful. More this is very uh, feeling more spiritually very rich, very happy to welcome you. And I've been in this temple this time and Texas. And for the Tripitaka chanting, that's a wonderful thing in the United States. We all the monks together, we did, and wonderful place to visit, 40 acres, and they're going to build up around 840 pagodas, 40 acres, and temple. Anybody, if you wish to build up the pagoda, one pagoda, it will be $85,000 value that that anybody can go and see that the nice place over there can build up the lifestyle and some country wise for your own way you can go and build up for the future. Not only for that each temple has written down Buddha's word, Tripitaka, and all the Tripitaka they write it down in the mm, uh, uh, permanently and strong and put it in the temple. And in even our future, somebody can see the archaeological, they can see the information. And Bhante Panyakas is before he became a monk, he was an engineer, smart engineer. Then he became a monk. When the blessing of the his teacher, Pratana Guna, Guru and he is a very peaceful party. He is in Sri Lanka and other Asian countries, and under his uh, direction, he's living that types of temple, uh, Fort Worth temple, and the other from Sri Lankan monks also associate the temple, especially uh, Kumara, Kumaragali, Nanda Taylor, and rest of the other uh, uh, rest of the neighbors Sri Lankan temple around. So that's the one of the Nanda Taylor suggests when we ordain and Panyakarani. The Panyakarani is my uh, hometown, my Vidyanantara Tiruvan, that kind of monks community study place that is the famous monk at the Panyakara, Ratani Panyakara. His name, his passing away, he's a very smart one, and that name, remembering for him to keep that lineage for the Sunday holy. That's wonderful, respecting that. And uh, so today, this is a organizing very big effort. I know it's not easy. 108 days today. Come to Washington, welcome you all the dedicated hard work you all, and we are very proud about you and your determination, your effort wonderfully encourage the rest of the monks and other lay people, everyone to do the determination, they can do the right work. Thank you so much for coming. So I'm so glad to come over here. This university, I worked in for more than American University. more than 30 some years. And uh, I forgot something to say. And one day, Panyaka was working on it. Vesak, with the Vesak Day holiday, they declare that state of Texas. Vesak Day is the official, but they're going to the next day they are trying to make it asking for the requesting for the holiday as the Christmas Day, something I hope. One day it will work out, but we don't know yet. But they have some, this is also a big program. They invite us also participate, and some uh, special ones are also invited for different directions for the whole Texas. So I came to here and our Eric mentioned, I'm being here since 1989. Since that, I worked with the spiritual community and the K Spiritual Center and many different uh, teachers and students and passing by and being for a while. And I'm so happy and this spiritual community of the American University. And so then I became a Buddhist chaplain, and because of the my teacher, as our president mentioned, and he was a master degree and bachelor degree and PhD, everything done over here. He wrote the book for the he was the, our library here, Village of Insight, that about Germany. They wrote the book for the HP, and that's a very good thing. After that is done, he want to practice what he wrote that book. That's why he started meditation center in Western India, and that is my teacher. He ordained me in Sri Lanka, and he brought me over here, helped me out to and be recommend come to this university after moving to the Virginia, somebody has to take down the Buddhist chaplainship and meditation pro. Then I'm so glad my teacher is a good thing. I'm enjoying it, Bante and it's uh, starting this meditation center 1982 and he made mindfulness training list and some other Buddhist books over there, and so many Buddhist books he got, and still he's a 98 years old, but he's still taking care by himself, walking around and meditating everything, teaching the Dhamma, and writing the book and articles, and it's a good memory, and I'm so glad because he live with the Dhamma spiritual there and Sarisa. He introduced the mindfulness. That's the great thing today. We are talking about high school, regular school, everywhere. That is the mindfulness. He introduced, they give the talk everywhere in the United States, many temples. He gave the Dhamma talk and it became what is the working for the some time around at the end of the uh, 70s somewhere. Uh, it, because the Vietnamese veterans came to the Florida, he was the chaplain and the son. He got the more engaged for the work for the refugee camps. He did a remarkable thing. And before we find out the path to us and we get the chance to come to them with his advice and working in the university. We have university also, we have the success celebration. We have meditation class every Thursday, and you all can come and invite us. They can all come and practice mindfulness, and it's open to everyone. And thank you so much giving this opportunity to go here, our president, our Derek and Morgan, and other everyone work hard for the team success. Now, before the ending my first part of my time, I like to give the chance to opportunity to our uh, Thai President, Thai Committee Sangha President, Dr. Thana. Please come and behalf of our IEAA business. in words. Thank you very much, most venerable Ratana and Mahasamka. Today we are gathered here to welcome a great mission, great one who set out from Texas to Washington, D.C. So on behalf of the World Buddhist Organization, WBDO, on behalf of IDAA, the International Buddhist Association of America, and also in the name of the Council of the Thai Peoples in USA, I would like to thank all of you to come and join and welcome the Peace Walks participants. Your noble journey is not only to walk across the land, but walk across the path of the people by living step by step with mindfulness, discipline, patience, and loving kindness. You bring an ancient Theravada Buddhist tradition really into the present moment. It is the Dhamma in action, transforming timeless teaching into practical living, accessible for the world and see, feel, and learn from. So these peaceful walks, you are creating awareness of the Buddha's original message to nonviolence, compassion, and wisdom. Venerable is served and translated through the Theravada tradition for over 2.5 million. Your journeys demonstrate that peace is not merely a concept to be spoken about, but have to be walked, embodied, and shared through conduct, intention, and service. We respectfully encourage all of you to learn on how to be peace inside and support each other in the possible way by spreading awareness, offering moral and material support, practicing compassion in every life, and committing themselves to the cultivation of peace within and around them. May your journey be safe and meaningful. May your footsteps awaken hearts and minds. May your dedication inspire many to choose peace over hatred, understanding over fear, and compassion over division. Thank you very much for the gift and thank you so much.
Theravada tradition who practice for a while from New Jersey, and one day we covered the living the Chinese student of the year. So we used to live in Washington, Wisconsin. We worked with him together. One thing is, and we have a great relationship. And one thing is, when we come over here, was being onboarding. But just for this event, I like to give a listen to a few words from the like with me.
Okay, I thank Anthony for inviting me to study the world. And I also want to express my congratulations to all of these monks who have completed the Walk for Peace. A walk that's taken about 3 months and has covered 2,300 miles. I actually had the idea at the beginning of January to go to Raleigh, North Carolina, and to join the walk from Raleigh, North Carolina to Washington, D.C. But then I put the inquiry into Google's AI program, Gemini. I'm 81 years old, asking whether it's safe for me to walk I was saw the videos of the monks walking. They were walking very fast. Very gently they were, right? And gently, goes to it. Certain the children of the heart. They were having skeletal structure. They just for the whole time. You can count the videos. The YouTube videos of the older Facebook videos. I was really amazed to see so many thousands of people of every ethnicity, every faith tradition, atheists, agnostics, coming out to welcome the monks, to greet them, to venerate them. And all of this showed to me, I have to say that this country is suffering. It was the wealthiest country in the world, but it's suffering from a deep inner poverty. Come on now. That was the most powerful country in the world, supposedly. But it's suffering from a deep inner weakness. And what these monks have done is to show that our fundamental value, the value that really appeals to our deepest spirit, is that of unity, the affirmation of the inherent dignity of every human being, and the desire for all of us to live in peace, unity, and harmony. So I hope that the message of these monks will reverberate throughout this country, and not only through this country, because what this country is doing right now, cutting the funding for the United Nations, or cutting the funding for UNAID, the Agency for International Development. Hundreds and thousands of people are in danger of losing their lives because of the policies of this country. And so what we need is affirmation of human unity that is going to make us a compassionate country, a country filled with the inspired by the vision of human unity and transforming our direction to promote peace, unity, and harmony throughout the world. So I hope that will be the effect.
Thank you, everyone. We would like to invite the most venerable Vanyatar to talk with this talk. Thank you. Before the venerable Vanyatar is up, Bhante Varatna would like to present a gift.
Venerable Anutama Dhammajutinayatena and Reverend Matt Reagan and his uncle. Bhante for Venerable Dhammajutinayatena Bhante.
Most venerable members of the Mahasangha, dear friends, Sri Lankan Sangha Council of North America congratulates Venerable Panyadevan and his Sangha members on the completion of their 2,309 World for Peace, which has inspired the world as an expression of the Buddha's sublime teachings of peaceful coexistence and loving kindness for all. on the 11th day of February in the year 2517 TB, February 11th, 2026 AD, signed by Venerable Agama Pandita Walpole the Chief Sanganayak of America, President and Abbot of Down Buddhist Vihara, President of Sri Lankan Council of North America, Venerable Bhagavad Naik Mahathero, Chief Monk of Judicial in USA, President and Abbot of Maryland Buddhist Vihara, Vice President of Sri Lankan Council of North America, Venerable Amjima Dhammaduti Mahathera, President and Chief Monk of New York Buddhist Vihara, Assistant Secretary of Sri Lankan Council of North America, Vice President of Buddhist Council of New York. Thank you. May all you be very happy and peace.
Together, and so we are all looking for the link sharing bundle on the khata. So this is very brief, but this is from the Buddhist community of Washington, D.C. We've been watching and waiting for you to come. We hope that this small plaque maybe in the picture you can remember us and all the many volunteers from all the many Buddhist communities and interfaith communities and even non-faith communities throughout our city. So with what I've done, I believe it's actually this small memento.
Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, respected Mahasangha, respected Mr. President, Reverend, and all the people here. First of all, I give gratitude and give respect to the Mahasangha for coming here today to support our work of training. Thank you, President, that allowing us to host us here at this special event. Thank you everyone for coming out for this mission for peace. Thank you so much. How much time do I have? But because we have to keep up with the time because our schedule today is very tight. 30 minutes. How many of us are ready to listen to my talk? And while here, how many of us are ready to take that into action? Wow, that's a lot. Are we at peace right now? Why do you think we are not at peace? How come? Strength, even in this moment. No. Well, stress is always with us. Unfortunately, if we are not mindful enough, we always get distracted. And mindfulness is the key. Mindfulness is something that we have to have. We have to live with every step, every breath. Otherwise, stress, anxiety, and depression will be always be there with us, or will not leave us alone. it will chase us down. And just like Sister said, even in this moment, she still has stress. And I believe it's not just a her. You know why? Because you are not paying attention to what's going on right now. Because your head is wandering around and your head is chasing, your mind is chasing after the thoughts. Whichever one is powerful, more powerful, that will pull you there. If our speech is not powerful enough versus your thought, then your thought wins over our speech. Is that right? That is when we live in suffering. But if our speech is powerful enough, and if you able to focus, listen, pay full attention to our talk, then all these inside, it will settle, will be settled, right? Because our mind can only focus on one thing at a time. It cannot be multitasked. Unfortunately, all of us are multitasking ourselves. And that is the reason why we cannot stay focused. Stay focused means we concentrate on one thing at a time. If you are listening right now, you won't have any other problem going on in your head. But when you are listening and checking on your phone at the same time, which one is listening, which one is checking on the phone? Because the mind is only doing one thing at a time, can take only one object at a time, either this or this, right? So whichever one is stronger, it will pull you there. If this is stronger, it will pull your attention to here. If this is stronger, it will pull your attention to here. And that is when we stay focused. Either here or here. So it's all up to us to decide which one that we want. And I have to tell you this. We've been living in this world long enough to associate, to do all kind of things unnecessary for our life. Create more challenge, more troubles, and bring suffer to us. A lot. More than enough. And if we cannot let go, if we cannot let go of all everything just for a moment to look back within, we can never have peace. While we are here, if we cannot utilize this time to reflect ourselves, to pay fully attention to it, because we spend a lot of time and effort to get a lot of traffic out there. And while we are here, we still worry about everything else. And while we are here, we still doing something else. We waste our time. We waste our effort. How much more energy and time we have in this world to waste? I don't think we have that much. Within one breath going in, without going out, we die. And we don't know when that moment will come. We could die at any moment. Imagine if we die before we can focus in ourselves, focus on our breath. We breathe in every second but never pay attention to our breath. Breathe and then breathe and then breathe, just like a robot, just like a machine. Just about. That is the habit. We don't even know how long our breath is, how short it is. We don't even have a moment to look back, to feel our body. We don't even have a moment to see our breath. We are too busy doing so many things at the same time. Busy chasing the outside world and chasing material needs. That's why we don't even have time for ourselves. Sometimes we can't even catch up with our breath and how terrible it is. That's how fast we're moving along with that world. The world is spinning and we try to spin with it. And the more you spin yourself, the more you get tired and strong. But we're still doing that. That is the reason why I came up with this idea of mindfulness. Try to raise the awareness of peace that has been with us, with all beings, with all human beings for a very long time. It's always with us. But like I said, we are way too easy to see it, to live with it. And that is why us Venerable monks walking, hoping that to raise this awareness so that all people along the road who will meet, that can slow down, that can stop from doing everything else, to look back within to find that peace, or to unlock that box where you have lost peace and happiness and forgotten. There are so many people coming out to support this mission. And of course, there are people practicing take this into action seriously. There are people just coming out for fun. There are people just coming out for pictures and social media. And there are some people just come out to offer and then go back home, go back to the old days. The year of 2026, over a month has passed. Very good, very fast, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's moving very fast.
Yeah.
Watch and see, year of 2026 will be gone very soon. And we really don't know if we will be able to survive within this year. We still stay alive within this year. We don't know. Everything is so imperfect, including this life. And so if we cannot take this seriously, we are afraid that if we are behind this world, we will lag behind if we are not chasing the world. We are afraid that way. But look, if we cannot do something better for ourselves within this year, then our life is going to be very, very sad. COVID-19 has killed so many people. That is disaster around the world. We are fortunate and grateful enough that we still stay alive. We still survive after the pandemic. But there will be many, many more disasters that will come stronger each and every time. Are we ready for it? Are we just living in this world day by day, waiting for that moment to come? Or are we willing to change for the better? Are we willing to change this world together? And how do we change this world together? Mindfulness. Once we are living in mindfulness, with mindfulness, we would not harm ourselves, we would not harm the others. We would know what to say, what to do. We will stay away from unwholesome things and doing wholesome things. If all the people in this nation and all the people in this world doing the same thing, doing wholesome things only, living in peace only, this world will be a better place for all beings in it. But in order for that to happen, it requires us to put effort and energy into it by practicing mindfulness every day. I'm standing in here in this university city to talk. Mostly are students, a lot of students. Of course, this university is more for the student, right? Students are stressed because of schoolwork. Yes, because of that goal that you set for yourself every day. You're stressed. You try to stay up all night, trying to figure out that problem, that schoolwork. And the more you're trying, the more you tire and suffer. And yet, you still could not figure it out. And now you live with anxiety and depression. And of course, after all that effort, if you fail, you'll be disappointed. You'll mad at yourself so much. And now you're even worse in depression. How do we change that? How do we work through it without mindfulness? Instead of pushing yourself, all you need to do is just take a break. Take a deep breath as much as you want because it's free. The air is free. Take a deep breath, and then concentrate on your breathing. Have awareness to each and every breath going in and out naturally, knowing each breath going in, each breath going out. When thought arises, don't try to eliminate or pursue. Simply just observe that thought, acknowledge that thought as thought, silently come back into the breathing. Another thought, you live without millions of thoughts because you recorded it here every single time when you associate with people. When you do anything, when you see it, you hear it, you smell it, taste it, touch. It's recorded. After it's recorded, it will rise up and rise up and rise up every single time. It's right now, like I said, we have full of thoughts. If we cannot pay attention to my thought, we will live with thoughts. We suffer. Right? So if we are clever enough to know our thoughts, to acknowledge that thought, we'll come back with this present moment, just each and every breath. Oh, what I'm talking. This is the present moment. I'm talking right now. Then this is the present moment. Thinking about the past, living in the future, those are thoughts. Those are not usable. Those are trash. We don't need to live with that. And so, thought after, again, one after another. We simply just observe it, acknowledge it, come back here with the breathing. Concentrate on our breathing. We breathe every second, like I mentioned earlier. Now we just add awareness to each and every breath going in and out as long as we get to it. When you hear noise, sound, observe that. Acknowledge that the sound, get back here with the breathing again. When you have any type of feelings within this physical body, itching, numb, pain, anything, concentrate on that. Observe that. Acknowledge that this feeling or itchy or numb, come back here. We train ourselves to come back to this present moment, live with this present moment here and now. We don't have this habit. We never have it because we live in the world where we always multitask on ourselves. That is why we cannot stay focused, remember? So now we can train ourselves just like a baby. Train ourselves to go back to the old days, doing only one thing at a time. This is the only one thing that we are doing right now, or at that moment where you practice. Where you practice. Just pay attention to it. That is your job. That is your duty. Bringing that mind back to this present moment with each and every breath going in and out. If you could do that, you will have a peaceful day. If you remain practicing that every single day, you will have a peaceful life. And peace always begins from within, not without. Not out there. Don't expect the world to be at peace because it will never happen. If we have hundred monks, not just about 20 months, but if we have thousands of monks walking every day like that, the world is not going to be at peace. But all the human beings in this world are practicing mindfulness every single day. It will change this world to be peace. The power of togetherness can change everything. The power of that positive energy that we are giving out to the planet universe starting from now will change everything. Instead of spread hate and anger and delusion and breathing all that mind into this universe, now we should only spread loving kindness, compassion, and peace to the universe so it can shower back down with loving kindness, compassion, and peace so that this world will become a better place for all beings to live. So I hope after today, after our journey ends in Western Eastern, we all will continue this journey. We have to walk for the rest of our life. This walk is very meaningful. This walk could change our life, could change this world. So how many of us willing to walk to bring world peace? All of us? Yes? So you promise that you will walk with all the venerable monks to the end of our life, right? Yes? Well, this spirit, I already talked about it, this spirit that we want means we practice every single day. Please, every day, write down that statement that I always say. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Live with it. Be mindful with it. May you all be well, be happy, be peaceful. Thank you so much for all the reference again.